In 2016, a group of chimpanzees in Zambia watched one of their own die. They groomed her body. They checked for breathing. They stayed with her through the night. Scientists called it grief. But that's actually the wrong word, because grief requires something most people assume animals don't have, an understanding that death is permanent. So here's the real question: not whether animals feel sad when something dies, but whether they actually know what death is, whether somewhere inside an elephant or a chimpanzee, there is an awareness that life ends. That one day they will be gone too. What we know is stranger than most people expect. Animals behaving unusually around death isn't rare. It's so common that scientists have a name for it: thanatology, the study of how animals respond to dying and death. And the findings are uncomfortable if you assumed this was uniquely human territory. Elephants are the most documented case. When an elephant dies, the herd doesn't simply leave. They return, sometimes for years. They touch the bones with their trunks. They go quiet. They linger in a way that serves no obvious survival purpose. In one study, researchers presented elephants with skulls of deceased elephants alongside skulls of other animals. The elephants spent significantly more time investigating their own species. They recognized something. What exactly? Nobody can say for certain. But here's where it gets complicated. Recognizing death and understanding mortality are two completely different things. An elephant returning to bones may be responding to scent, to memory, to something we don't have a word for yet. That behavior alone doesn't prove death awareness, so scientists looked elsewhere and found something harder to explain away. In 2018, a killer whale named Tahlequah gave birth to a calf that died within 30 minutes. What followed lasted 17 days. She carried the body across more than 1,000 miles of ocean. Her pod slowed their pace to accommodate her. They waited. Some researchers called it grief, but a few pointed to something quieter and more unsettling. The behavior looked less like denial and more like refusal. Like something in Tahlequah understood exactly what had happened and simply wasn't ready to accept it. That distinction matters, because denial requires awareness. You can only refuse to accept something you already understand. Chimpanzees push this even further. After a group member dies, some individuals become aggressive. Some stop eating. Mothers carry deceased infants for weeks. But the detail researchers find most significant is this: chimpanzees avoid areas where group members have died. Long after the body is gone, long after any scent remains, they remember. And they associate that place with something they want to stay away from. That's not instinct. Instinct doesn't require memory. What the chimps appear to be doing is something closer to what humans do when they can't bring themselves to walk past a certain place because of what happened there. And here is the question underneath all of this, the one that's genuinely hard to answer. Is any of this the same as knowing you will die? Humans are strange in a specific way. We don't just respond to death when it happens, we anticipate it. We lose sleep over it. We build entire religions around it. The awareness that our own death is coming is so heavy that philosophers argue it shapes every decision we ever make. No animal has demonstrated that. Not clearly. Not in a way science can measure. But absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. We can't see inside an elephant's mind. We can only watch behavior and make our best guesses. And the behavior we keep watching looks less and less like pure instinct the longer we study it. Maybe the most honest thing science can say is this: animals almost certainly understand death as an event. Something that happens. Something that changes things permanently. Whether any of them understand it as a destiny, something coming for them personally, we genuinely don't know. And maybe that uncertainty should sit with us, because humans have spent a very long time assuming our awareness of mortality is what makes us different, what makes us deeper. But if an elephant stands over the bones of someone it loved and feels something we don't have a word for yet, maybe the distance between us isn't as wide as we needed to believe. Maybe we just got here first.